imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
Oh, sh. Oh, hey guys, Naisha here, just an average girl. And no matter how many times I think about it, it's an uncanny coincidental comparison. Squid Game is just a dark version of Willy Wonka. Now, before I go any further, I'm happy to announce that this channel has reached 100 subscribers! And yes, it's all because of you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, come on, guys. I thank you for enjoying the content that I upload. I thank you for your patience when I don't upload anything for a while. And I especially thank you for sticking around and being average viewers. I couldn't have done it without you. So, as a thank you for helping me out, I figured why don't I review something really current that caught my attention. Squid Game. Now, mind you, this is the first live action show that I'm going to review because I couldn't pass on something this awesome. Now, I'm sure there are people that will argue it's more like Hunger Games and Fall Guys, where it's survival of the fittest. I'm not arguing that. But if Wonka wasn't a kid's story, and what happened to the other kids ended up in death, what do you have? The 1971 Willy Wonka, though meant for kids, had dark moments, but they were subtle. Let's think about it. If a kid gets sucked into a chocolate pipe, then sent to the fridge room where there is a boiler where he could actually be boiled alive, think about that. Or a girl falling into a trash chute with the possibility of an incinerator being active is pretty dark. Squid Game. Yeah, it's not meant for kids, period. Now, before I begin, I'm going to disregard things from both Wonka and Squid Game. Let's see. For Wonka, let's remove the comedy and singing, with the exception of 2 songs, and keep everything else, leaving us with just the characters and the concept. For Squid Game, we'll also focus on the concept and the characters. Well, at least the ones that matter. Don't get me wrong, the character development of the other characters were great, and it hurt to see them go. But I'm sorry to say that story was never about them, or else they would have survived. Now, if you've never seen Squid Game, what are you doing watching this? If you're like me and you can care less because you're going to watch it anyway and still be surprised, then we'll continue. So why do I think that Squid Games and Willy Wonka are one and the same when they have nothing to do with each other? Let's start from the beginning. We are introduced to our main protagonists. There, much better. Sung Gi-hun, a divorced gambling addict who lives with his mother, struggling to support himself while trying to make the ones he loves happy. Sound familiar? Let's look at Charlie. Charlie Bucket, a young kid, lives with his mother, struggling to support himself while trying to make the ones he loves happy. Coincidence? Let's fast forward to where both our characters come across an opportunity they can't refuse because the thought of winning a prize awaits them. Charlie had to find a ticket in order to win a chance at a lifetime supply of chocolate. Unlike the others, it was hard for Charlie because he was too poor to afford the purchased chocolate, which was painful to witness because he felt his chances were very slim. Yet Charlie won after 4 tries. For Seong, he also had a game of chance. Being too poor to pay, he had to endure a different type of pain. In the end, they both earned the item, giving them the opportunity to participate in a game of a lifetime.
Now that our main characters are fleshed out, let's go on with the concept. If you're wondering why I haven't mentioned Wonka or Ilnam, that will come later.
Our main characters are inside among the lucky few that are ready to embark on a tour/game.
But before they do, they have to do one thing first. Sign a
Standard form of contract.
Still not convinced? Let's continue.
And for kicks and giggles, I'm throwing in red light, green light. Only for Team Wonka, no one died. Not only do we meet other players, we also meet the workers.
Now, Oompa Loompas are creatures that Wonka saved from a country where they were killed by predators. Wonka made a deal with them to come work for him, and they agreed.
They don't question. In fact, they only speak to Wonka. They don't speak to our characters. They speak or sing to us, the viewers, so we understand that a lesson is being taught.
In the Squid Game world, we have workers in red with symbols that remind us of a PlayStation controller.
Circles collect bodies and either cremate or transport harvested organs. Triangles are the assassins, and the squares are truly the ones that are able to speak to the players.
The others are quiet, unless given permission by the square to speak. But I think the reason they can speak is that so we, the viewers, know what's going on.
Let's say that the squares couldn't speak. How would we know what's going on until it's too late?
You took all our stuff and put us to sleep coming here, and then you brought us to this strange warehouse? Now you're saying you'll pay us if we go and play a few games? You really expect us to buy that?
Say something! Now, our two concepts have started to narrow down the competition as they are losing their contestants.
For Wonka, the 4 kids failed their test as it brings out who they are.
Yes, greed, being a brat, and a couch potato is all well and good, but in the end, they were all selfish.
In Squid Games, they were selfish too. If the contestants worked together, more people would have survived a little longer.
But majority of them failed due to the fact that, in their minds, it was survival of the fittest. Which, when you think about it, is a selfish act. I'm going to stop here because I decided, why don't I break this video down into 2 parts? So, in the second half, it's going to leave us with our main characters having to face their own trials, the creators of said games, and the connection with our heroes. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for part 2. This is Naisha Marine, and I'm just an average girl. Stay tuned.